Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today, finally, we're going to take a look at the brand new Disney Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs limited edition doll. This is, of course, the 85th anniversary commemorative doll that was released here. It's a variation of the D23, so stay tuned. I'll also be doing a video of kind of comparing the two of those. That'll be after this one. But today we're going to take a look at her box, her details. I am going to unbox her. I've been waiting to do so stay tuned as we do that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty, so these boxes are just obscenely horrible. I really wish Shop Disney would stop doing these flaps in the front. Or if they're going to do it, make them flat in the back too. That way we can flip the cover around and we can display these dolls that we pay so much money for now. So Shop Disney, I know you don't watch my channel because, you know, but if you do, or somebody that does work for Shop Disney, please take this up the line because we as collectors are sick and tired of these boxes. Rant over. Now, having said that, the box idea is quite beautiful. I love the silver. I love the flowers. I love the gold embossing that's on here. It does say Snow White there in the center and the Seven Dwarfs. Limited edition one of 7,700. So quite a few this time around. I am going to grab the box now, bring it a little bit closer. Oh, these things are heavy. So 6+ Disney Store logo. There you can see the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Snow White. Beautiful decorations. It's just like the carvings on the cabin, on the beds, and on her coffin, which is a little creepy. On the back here does say Disney Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. If you'd like to pause and read it there, you certainly can. It is in a couple different languages there. She does come with her certificate of authenticity as well as a display stand. And then, of course, we have the Wonkadilly, those things that we're used to, they no longer show the price. She was $149.99. So yippee skippy on the price increase. I'm gonna set her down now. On the top here, you can see it does say Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I love that they are doing that. Now, if we open her up, she is like a Sax doll at this point. We do have the first flap here that holds the certificate of authenticity. I did get number 2,804 of the 7,700. So if you'd like to pause and read her certificate, you certainly can. That idea, like I said, is kind of cool. I just wish that we could flip these around so that, you know, when you do open or want to display her, you don't have to look at a box. But it is just kind of a pretty gold foil. Open them both, of course, we can see Snow White in all of her glory. She is quite beautiful. We have the Snow White apple there, 85th anniversary. And then there at the bottom, just like on her coffin, it does say Snow White. So very, very beautiful look to the box. I really, really, really wish that they would stop with these. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to get Snow White out. We're going to look at her details, so stay tuned. Okay, so now I do have her out, and wow, let me just say, I know she's not the caliber of the D23 doll, but whoa, goodness, is she beautiful. So let's go ahead and dive right into her details. So she does, of course, come with her stand, which I'm actually going to leave her on her stand. It's not going to deter from the review here, of course, but there is the stand. It's that awful oval base. I wish they would go back to the circle, but as of right now, they're going to stick with this oval base. So, you know, it is what it is. I think it leaves them a little less stable or sturdy, but, you know, again, I don't design these. I don't have any say. I just buy them because I like them. Anyhow, so beautiful Snow White face mold that we have seen for quite a while now. I think I don't know that she needs a redo on her face mold. I think her face is pretty darn good. So I'm okay with the fact that it has been used multiple times. It is an upgrade from, of course, like the Shanghai and the very first Snow White that's been made. But I do believe it's the same as the Rags, the original D23, and the Platinum Set Snow that we have. So, but again, I'm okay with it. She has a braid across the top here, parted. Then, of course, underneath that. And then I'll show you in the back here, she has a bunch of curls. So a ton of curls. I've had to fix the curls. I had to actually cut out some curls because I didn't like the way that the veil was falling. And no matter what I did, the curl kept popping out the other way. So I just said, you know what? It's my doll. I'm cutting it. So I cut off a big chunk of curl. We're talking like a chunk of curl. But now the veil falls exactly the way that I wanted it to. And I think the hair looks a bit more kempt than it did before. But of course, now, like I said, she does have this beautiful veil. It is kind of pinned there into her head. And then she does have these little white and red flowers. You can see there's a red rosette and then some white flowers. That is, of course, on both sides. You can see here. very well done. The same on the D23. You know, they've got the same flowers and all of that. So I do like that they did at least give us that on the regular release as well. She does have kind of like a black and silver eyeshadow, beautiful brown eyes, rooted eyelashes, lips as red as the rose, I think is what they say in the movie. But I always say blood red, but you know, child friendly, red as the rose. But yeah, so she does have that. And it is a little tiny bit of an open smile because you can see there's a little bit of pink in there as white to give her a look of teeth. She does have gorgeous gold metal drop earrings, both of which, of course, have a red gem there in the center. They don't drop very well because of the curls, but hey, you know, they're doing their best. She has a plunging V neckline wedding gown on here. And I will compare this one to the D23, so I'm not going to say what's different now and what's different on that. You know, we'll do that in another video. But she does have beautiful gold edging there along the edge on both and under the bust line here. She has a gorgeous little emblem there, a little medallion of a marquee cut red gem with a dangle. And then, of course, she has puff sleeves. This is printed on the red, which is kind of disappointing, but, you know, oh well. It is sheer and see-through. There's a little cuff here in gold, and then it does come down. It has this fun piping here along the edge, and then we have the same little plastic or metal little cuffs, I guess, that kind of hold it and then kind of make it, I don't know, just like a different shape. I love that it does that, though. I think it is very beautiful. Her veil is just super long. It's got that same edging there on it, you can see. Coming down, of course, this is a beautiful satin corseted fitted top. The peplum kind of comes to a point there. It is Velcro here, you can see in the back, and the back itself is very plunging as well with that same gold edging. Coming down then to her skirt. It is a very thin material. When I cut it out of the box, it left some holes here. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, like there's one. What I have found works sometimes, depending upon the material, is just running my nail along the back of it, and sometimes that makes that little hole disappear, but not always. What it usually does is at least lessens the look, but sometimes they're just too, like this one, it actually like frayed the fabric. I don't know if you can see that there or not. So I can't really do that with this without, you know, making the fabric more damaged. Other ones were like right here, right above the gem. So I left those ones alone. But it is what it is. But on this skirt, you can see here, it is pretty sheer. We have embroidery. It goes all the way down. We have an apple there in the middle, of course, with some flowers. And then, of course, we have scattered gemstones all over. This is carried through onto the sides. You can see there, just a little bit smaller design. And then even on the back of the dress. So we do have that same pattern there on the back. Mine has kind of a wonky seam, so it doesn't lay flat, unfortunately. One's a little bit higher than the other. So I was a little bit bummed about that, but, you know, it is what it is. Not a whole lot I can do about it. I need to steam her veil. That is really, well, box life, right? Really bad. But underneath this is a satin underskirt. So just a nice simple white satin skirt. And then, of course, she does have on these gorgeous heels here. You can see a very nice design with little satin pink bows on them, which I do like that touch quite a bit. Those shoes, of course, are elastic to her legs so that they stay where they're supposed to stay. The skirt is separate from the dress top, so I had to kind of position this a little bit different because I like it to line up with the center of the peplum there, and it wasn't at first, but now it is for the most part, depending upon, of course, how you have her lay. Points of articulation, of course, we do have at the head, at the shoulder, at the elbow, at the wrist, at the hips. You can see there. I don't think there's anything under the bust line. Nope. Of course, at the knee, I'll show you that here. I'm not going to be able to move it though because she is tied into the stand, and that is it. Since she has the pointed toes, she does not have articulation at the ankle, so which I'm okay with. But yes, there is the brand new 85th anniversary Snow White doll that just released a couple of weeks ago on Shop Disney. Alrighty guys, well thank you for joining me as I reviewed the brand new 85th anniversary limited edition doll of Snow White. I hope you enjoyed. She's absolutely beautiful and is quickly becoming one of my absolute favorite snows. It's between her and the two D23s and of course Sack Snow. Oh gosh, but my absolute favorite will always be the Rag Snow White. That one's just always going to be top of my list. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about her or any other item I've shown on my channel, please do leave those questions in the comment section down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I heard stories that the The Europe drop was kind of a disaster. She sold out pretty quickly apparently on some of the sites, so hopefully if you guys were after her, you were able to get her. I know she is still available on the US site. I know that the box and the price is kind of deterring a lot of people from purchasing her. Plus, with the release so close to Christmas, people are spending their money on Christmas presents, not dolls, so just kind of depends. But anyhow, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope everyone's having an extra magical day, and we will see you real soon.